For some reason, my PvZ2 challenge is just that fun, so we're doing a sequel. That sentence will forever haunt me because of what happens in this video. If you didn't see the first video, I explained the rules there, but you can probably follow along even if you don't know the rules. Also, there's like a new plant in this game now, in Doomshroom, but we'll see if we can use them. Let's just continue where we left off last time. Pirate Sea's day 1 was as simple as a day 1 can be. Ice shrooms, which look ugly as hell in this game, and lava guavas left the zombies frost burnt. You could say it was like a dance of fire and ice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. But I say it's not ending. On day 2 I got Duskclover without Moonflower, for the best plant in the entire game when shadow boosted. It sucks when not being boosted by Moonflower. This was my first experience with Duskclover, and I'd say it went pretty well. Day 3 I got this weird looking Thanos head thing. I don't know what it does, so let's place it and find out. So I just wasted 150 sun, but that's fine, right? My other plan. I guess it's just us and budget Thanos then. With the help of my primal nuts, Thanos was able to explode purple juice all over the zombies and... Why did I say that? What is wrong with me? Day 4 continued my streak of plants being worse than I thought with Electric Blueberry. Last time they swept a level 100 to 0, but this time they do this. And this. And this. Just target the correct zombies, you freaking imbeciles. I did get through it first try though, but I'm never forgiving those blueberries. That level was like too much pain. Day 5 was a nice relaxing break. Red Stinger with some extra plant food from Power Lily made the level simple and not infuriatingly annoying. Day 6 was another easy level. Thanks to me getting Twin Sunflower, I just put down as many stars as I possibly could, and it was so easy. I was basically just counting stars the entire level, because I didn't need to do anything else really. For once on day 7 I got to actually use all 3 plants that I was given. Apple Mortar, Aki and Tiger Grass. They made the level pretty simple though. Nothing really to say. Day 8 was one of the only skippable levels in all of Pirate Seas, thanks to being a conveyor belt level. On day 9 I got butter. I got butter plants and a buttery looking toadstool. There's nothing really special going on with this level, other than you should probably remember how simple and fun this level was with Toadstool. Because that is not going to last. Day 10 I decided to use the absolute best anti-synergy in the game. Snapdragon completely cancels Cold Snapdragon's attack, because fire means hot and Cold Snapdragon is cold. This is like a part 2 to day 1 actually. Dance of Fire and Ice, the sequel, I guess. Day 11 was basically a Sticky Bomb Rice solo, until the bird seagull zombie thing came. It's so fast, surprisingly tanky, and unable to be hit by Sticky Bomb Rice. You know, my only attacking plant. Miraculously, I lived on the first try, thanks to stalling every single seagull zombie. That's a tough thing to say. Until the very end, when mowers took them all out. On day 12...
You just got coconut mold!
Now that I've driven away at least half of you watching, if you stayed it means you truly like this content. A sub and like would be much appreciated. Also, I reply to every comment, so if you have a fun thing to say, go ahead, and well, I'll see it. Now this is the part where the world turns from completely fine to my personal nightmare fuel. Day 13 is a sun producer level, which means produce enough sun. I got Red Stinger, Peanut, and Bean Sprout. It truly feels like both Shagrot's Cave and
Hawaii
are just laughing at me. Both of them used sunflowers to beat the levels, but I decided to use my boons, like a fucking moron. What should we do about the sun producing levels? I actually need your guys' help. I can't beat every single sun producing level like the same way I did this one. I really need some ideas of like what I should do. Here I decided to use my one and only sun boon. It gives me a sun producer for one level. What I got is Solar Tomato. Not an exactly amazing one for this level, but I could see it happening. I decided on a strategy of defending with bean sprouts, stalling with front-placed red stingers and stacking the zombies for massive solar tomatoes. This allowed me to beat the level, but I was so worried for all future levels now. Day 14 was a peaceful plan your defenses level. Blast spinners do be doing the spider dance. Day 15. I got my favorite plant. It's the season of giving a few months early. Holy Barrier is such an underrated, unappreciated, unknown plant. I'm just so happy to finally get it. I love this plant so much. It's such a cool concept for a plant. But I do like that there's this one just lonely pea shooter, actually triple pea shooter. Day 16 Primal Sunflowers made spring beans simply safe, that was easy. Day 17 has a really useless challenge condition, but nothing interesting besides that. Day 18 was a locked and loaded level, which is a skip from me. But day 19 is where my pain truly starts. I actually considered cheating, because this level is so dumb. What's so bad about this, you ask? Producing sun. I did get Toadstool, which at first looks very promising. I did get a sun producer. But then you realize that there literally aren't enough zombies in this level for Toadstool to actually produce the required amount of sun. I used a boon to reroll plants, but with Gold Bloom, which I got, it was still impossible because I had no good stallers or walls to make it possible. So then I ended up using another boon to get an adventure plant and beat the level with Primal Sunflower. At least we don't have to deal with that again. We used a lot there. Day 20 was another freaking sun producing level. I completely broke and just used my best boon. I let one of my friends pick my plants. With the help of a sun producer, I easily beat the level. There was nothing to talk about. Sun producing levels. All my homies hate sun producing levels. Now we're at least in the home clear. Just days 25, 24, 23, 22 and day 21. There's no way it's worse than... I'm so done with this game. I was forced to use another boon, which gave me Toadstool. Previously, I loved this plant. This level changed that. I tried so many times to beat this level, and it was so beatable. My best try left me 5 zombie eatings away, so it was possible, probably. But I just couldn't do it, so I had to use one more boon. I boosted my Toadstool, and wow, that just made the level super easy. And we get another seed slot. Thanks game, appreciate you. Day 22 was a super easy last stand. Even with only 2 plants, because no sun producers in last stands, and I got Primal Sunflower as one of my plants in a last stand. Day 23 would have been so much fun if I just wasn't mentally dead at this point. I had to balance Dartichoke and Primal Nut usage with perfect plant foods, and even then I only won because of this Shrinking Violet. I had no idea it can actually do that, but it did that. Day 24 is another level that is just objectively fun, but subjectively to me, it was pain. I basically just had Rutabaga and Parsnip, because I was never affording Mega P in any line. It took me many attempts, because either I ran out of sun and a zombie slipped through, or the imps ate my green beans, or something else dumb happened. On the try I won, I used primarily only Parsnip and kind of ignored Rutabaga as an option. This level is like what I wish for in this challenge. Not suffering due to dumb challenge conditions like producing sun that you don't even need. Day 25 means it's over. I don't need to touch this game again. This was painful in so many ways. I'm so glad it's over. Pirate Seas can go suck a sentry egg. I have no love towards this world and never will. Please come up with a solution to my sun producing crisis. I am tired and don't know what to do. This world took over 3 times longer than the first one, which I wasn't prepared for. If you could subscribe and like the video, it would mean so much to me. I've been in pain for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And you know, I will continue to be in pain because I think the future worlds will be worse. But I'm committed and will finish this challenge, even if it's the last thing I do. That's all. Sunda out.